Wes, how did you even come across our podcast?
Yeah.
Which is how we discovered that Joe was doing some experimental posting and had posted that episode in a Reddit channel of a reality show that guy was on like when we were in high school. Mm-hmm. And so that's when the comments and the people came out of the woodwork. And he said, my team alerted me to this. And I thought, that's so interesting.
And what did I do? Ding, ding, ding. We've made it, guys.
Right.
We've made it. Hey, it's me, Erin. Thanks for joining us on the More Love podcast. Do not tell Rebecca, but this podcast is about empathy. She likes people to think she's dead inside, but the truth is she's a big-time feeler who has truly helped me uncover that empathy is my superpower. Oh, here she comes.
Hey, bestie.
Hi, love.
What are you doing?
Oh, just getting ready to host a podcast.
A podcast? About what?
Life. Our life as best friends, who are more like sisters.
Yay! I love us, and I can't wait to share our stories with the world.
Especially the ones that involve us pushing each other, right? To be our most authentic selves.
Oh, man. Okay.
Today on the way here, because Carter's with me, he says, how come when Aunt Beck's on the phone, she swears like all the time? I said, that's how she talks. It's just what it comes out. A couple seconds goes by. How come every time after Aunt Beck swears, you swear? I said, that's just normal
energy.
Flow of conversation. That's just what happens. Mm-hmm. A couple seconds later. How come you and Aunt Beck look alike, but you are not at all alike in terms of your personalities? I'm like,
great questions.
You have a lot of questions this morning.
It's great
questions. A lot of questions. I just laughed. I was like, I don't know. I don't know. That's just how we are.
Has he asked the question yet? How come I call her Aunt Beck and that's not your sister?
Yeah.
Yeah. My kids ask that all the time.
Yeah.
They're very confused.
He says out loud, I will keep calling her Aunt Beck, but she's not your sister. I know. And I said, yeah, I'm aware. And he's
Neither
like,
is Aunt Nina.
So what about Aunt Nina?
Right.
No. Also not my sister.
That's what we call
friends or the family
we choose. That's right.
That's
yes.
what we call it.
Yes. And to give them the honor, we put the word aunt in front.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't ever think about not calling her that.
Yeah, right.
So,
right.
Just so we're clear.
So funny.
Yeah, but that happened today.
Mm-hmm. I love that.
You
That's
got some
really
hippie boo for us
I do.
this morning?
You know what? This is a new one.
Oh, wow.
I don't
Congratulations.
I don't think we've had this one.
Okay.
It's the fool.
The what?
The fool.
The fool or the fool?
The fool.
Fool.
Is anyone else? Apparently my Midwestern accent.
Scott, did you hear fool?
I heard fool, and then I thought it was foal, like a little horse, and then it was a fall.
A foal? A fool.
Fool.
F-O-O.
I don't think your oohs are strong enough.
What exactly is it?
A fool.
The fool.
Okay.
The fool. Okay, so it's a guy.
Just read it to us.
It's a mermaid jumping off a cliff into water.
So it's a fall.
Fool.
It's a fool falling into a fool.
That's right.
Fool falling.
The fool falling. Okay.
Into a pool.
So this is a dreaming card.
Okay.
So the meaning is new beginning. You are on a brink of a new path in life, and a wonderful opportunity awaits. Now is the time to follow your destiny in work and in your relationships. Before you follow your heart's desire, pay attention to two things. Be practical and check that your dream is tangible and realistic. And listen to your intuition, which, like the dolphin, will safely guide you forward. Keep the focus on your goals rather than be distracted by others' opinions and needs. This is your time to reinvent yourself, and there's a bright future ahead in an exciting new territory. The Fool can also show a physical journey over land or sea. So the advice is to look before you leap. And if you like what you see, then dive right in.
Keep that shit over there.
Nope. Very clear this is for you.
I'm aware.
Very clear this is for you. Erin is on the brink of her Bali discovery, and she has some major,
Yeah.
She has some major things to think about.
Hey.
Oh, that's still very confused on how the dolphins know how to do their tricks by just
Yeah.
everybody gathers together and there's a beautiful like what the
It's called training.
Yeah, but how do they?
Because they're fucking smart. That's how.
I would like to go on record and tell everyone I had been to SeaWorld before with Nina, and I didn't realize it, but every single time we talk about SeaWorld, Nina reminds me that I had previously been there with her, and I forgot about it, and I said live on the show that SeaWorld was the first time that I ever went with you. I'd like to go on record correcting myself.
Now,
Nina, you hear me, Neens?
Now, to be fair, there are many things in your life that you have done, yet when you do them with me, it's a completely different experience. So that is fair.
Right.
That is fair. That you may have been to SeaWorld, but I guarantee you it's not the same kind of SeaWorld as when you go with me.
Well,
so
I completely forgot I'd been to SeaWorld. I said on the record I'd never been to SeaWorld, and Nina constantly is saying to me,
yes,
you've been to SeaWorld before. So
proof is in the pictures.
I have. I've been to SeaWorld.
That's funny.
All right. Well, today I'm going to talk about how to care. No, that's the wrong one. No one cares.
Next episode.
Navigating emotions online.
Tell me more. What does that mean?
Navigating emotions online. So that's right. Part of my spiritual awakening recently involved me also getting a new phone. Because I was able to get a new phone and add Aunt Nina onto our plan and get Carter a phone and save a ridiculous amount of money every single month.
Great.
So
When'd you get me a phone while you're at it?
Congratulations.
I could add more people on, save more money. It's incredible how this works.
Weird.
I don't know how that works, but it works. So part of that was when I got my new phone, I had to sign back into all of my apps and different things. Like highly annoying, right? Because it's like, we've never seen you before, right?
This device. What do they say? And then they send you all the codes, and it's so annoying.
Yeah, right. And so one of the ones I have not rejoined on my phone is Instagram. Because I have a tremendous amount of negative energy and angst around Instagram.
Oh, great.
So you will send me videos to watch, or Scott will post something, or my former colleague Laura will send me things, and I will go to push on it, and then it will be like, you have to sign in to do that. And then it's a hard stop for me. I won't do it.
I mean, I totally get what you're feeling.
Same thing happened with Facebook. I had to sign back in, and I waited and waited and waited and waited for a really long time to sign back into Facebook. And I noticed that my life was a lot more peaceful. And then I couldn't understand why it was more peaceful, because specifically when it comes to Facebook, I'm just aware that I like Facebook. I don't do doomsday scrolling. I don't have a lot of unlike-minded people on my Facebook page. My Facebook page is usually filled with love and light and great things.
And people you genuinely know.
Right.
You're not following. It's not like you're using. To me, Instagram is more like you're following people that you're like, oh, they have interesting content. I want to learn more. Where Facebook, maybe this is just our millennial thinking, is more personal. Colleagues,
like
people,
like yearbook. Like we're
right.
just catching
like someone's
up on
posting
what's
about their
happening.
kid who just got an award.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I was just keenly aware of the fact that I was putting up some boundaries around my use of social media. Also, I was putting up some boundaries around when I would be checking that social media. So again, as a highly sensitive person, surprise, surprise, here's something else I didn't realize was sucking my energy, taking my time, but particularly it's the comments. So it's the even positive comments
on
my own personal Instagram has me wanting to run in the opposite direction. I have not created anything for Instagram despite being able to all day, every day, right? I could be posting 2-3 times a day if I really wanted to. I have not posted one thing because I just can't manage the comments and the sharing and the likes and whatever. So then this podcast starts to get bigger. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Scott from Rockvox. Again, all in one stop shoot studio.
Easy for you to say.
One-stop shop studio here at Rockfox, where not only do we do our recording here, but then they also are promoting us and, Facebook ads and that kind of stuff. So because of the work that, whoa, this gem flew right off of that.
That's right.
Fly away, gem. Because of the such dork. This gem flew right out of my hands.
That's right.
That must mean something spiritual. I don't know what, but it will come to me at 3 p.m. today.
3 p.m.
3 p.m. So because of the work that they're doing at Rockvox, we're starting to get many more views. I'm starting to see that people are subscribing to our channel more, but also with that comes comments. What did I immediately say, Scott, once the first comment got put on there?
You didn't want to do it anymore.
No, I'm all done.
You didn't want to, no comment.
I am all done. Yeah. I'm not reviewing any of the comments. What was your response, Rebecca? I didn't even read the comments. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Comments? What's that?
And then what does Scott say? I'll take care of it.
Right.
And right there is our beautiful triad.
That's right.
Isn't it? It's beautiful. I'm like, I would love to not see it ever again. Rebecca's like, see what? I didn't even know we were doing this. And Scott is like, I'll just take care of it.
Yeah.
Just throw it on my plate. I'll do it. So we started to get some comments, and I didn't like it. I didn't like how it made
You're talking
me
about the
feel.
YouTube comments?
Yeah. Yeah.
Specifically to the podcast.
Yes.
Okay.
And one of the comments was actually on one of the Reddit posts that we had out there. And it was in regard to the Blox episode.
Now, I just want to say, Reddit exists solely to dog on people. To make fun of, to have opinions. It's like
it's trolls paradise.
Yes.
Oh,
it's snarky.
really?
Yes. So anything on Reddit is gonna be most likely negative because the positive things get people can like go in and vote and like up it, down it. I don't know for sure. I just know there's certain threads on Reddit I just live for. And
it's like a hater's paradise?
Yes.
Oh, that sounds horrendous.
Yes. So
well, I mean, which to be fair is the entire freaking internet and all of social media.
Absolutely. So
that's what we're getting at
today.
today.
Nothing going on in their lives until that.
But
was
knowing
invented.
anything, just be prepared mentally. Anything on Reddit is going to be a certain vein.
Yeah.
To begin with.
Yeah, I didn't like that. So we got right off that. I'm never going back there again. That
Correct.
was a really
Abort.
uncomfortable place. Yes,
Abort.
that was.
When you have your own thread that's called Erin, Halligan, Avery, and everybody just fucking dogs on you, that's when you made it. That's when you, in my opinion, that's when you've made it because if people they can't just not say something.
Well,
so they're living rent free. You're living rent free in their heads because they can't not say something.
I don't like that at all.
I know.
I do not like that. So speaking of making it, I'm sitting at my computer on a call with one of my professor friends, and I get an unknown phone call. I ignore it. I get another unknown phone call right after it. I'm worried it's important. I pause my meeting with a professor.
You're not answering.
Yeah, right. Now you got a covert number you're calling me from, some burner phone somewhere.
Would you die?
If you're on the other end, hey girl, it's me. Change my number.
Why aren't you answering your phone? I had to go this extent.
Yeah, right. I'm on a payphone outside my house. Answer the phone. This is very true.
I know.
But who is it? Who is it on the other line?
Wes.
It's Wes.
From the freaking Blox.
Dying. You can't make this shit up, you guys.
I know.
He goes, hey, Erin, it's Wes. What's his last name?
I can't.
Bergmann?
Something like that. Yeah, something with a B. Yeah.
From the Blox.
Bergmann.
It's Wes Bergmann from the Blox.
In that moment, what was your face?
Me.
Who? Yeah.
This is still the silence that was happening.
Right. I'm so confused.
I go, hey, Wes. Like we've been friends forever.
What else are you supposed to do?
He goes, hey, I just listened to the episode of your podcast. I'm like, what? Huh? Where you were talking about the Blox, and I just wanted to call and chat with you, and wondered if now was a good time again.
It's so confused, right?
What is my very typical not neurodivergent brain think?
What?
I'm on a meeting right now.
Yeah, right. You called me multiple times. I thought it was an emergency.
I'm on a meeting. So what do I say? Actually, Wes, now's not a great time. Freaking Wes Bergmann.
Well, that's true.
Freaking Wes, I love it. This guy's freaking reality TV star. And I'm like, excuse me, I'm in a meeting right now. And then I have a meeting after that. And I got to bring my kid to basketball tonight. And so I'm going to say right around 4:30 my time would be a good time if you'd like to give me a call back.
He says, okay.
So then what do? Finish my meetings, because that's what you do, right? Finish my meetings. Then what's the next thing I do?
Call us.
Text Scott and Rebecca, and I'm like, get on the phone right now. I am calling you. You do not tell me you have anything else going on right now.
We rearrange our meetings.
You do not do anything other than answer my phone call. Alert.
I know. Yeah.
The day has to.
Oh yeah,
pause.
Everybody, pause your entire day. Erin got called by a reality TV star celeb on my own personal phone number.
But the ironic part about the whole thing was that morning we had recorded a podcast, and I had put 2 and 2 together that Wes is the guy from the Blox and on this new show that Sawyer and I are watching.
Yep.
And I was like, oh my gosh, this is him.
Yep.
So we had that whole conversation. And then not 2 hours later, does Erin's phone ring and it's Wes. Talk about putting that weirdness, that energy out there.
Yeah.
So weird.
Great.
We also didn't know that Joe's working it behind the scenes.
Right.
And doing all these, what is it called when you try
SEO.
something? Well, you try something and see if it works. And then you try something else like.
Experiments?
Yeah. Like experimenting on what's going to stick, what's not, what's going to, get views or whatever. We didn't know he was doing that. At least I didn't.
No.
So then Wes calls.
Then literally Wes calls that I get on the horn with you guys that I'm like, you guys listen to me. Listen, this just happened to me. And what do you both say? That's not true.
That's not him.
He did not. That's not call. I'm like, I'm not lying.
Didn't say that.
I did. I'm like, there's no way it was actually him.
You thought it was true the whole time, Scott?
Totally. I never doubted it for a second.
It just feels so weird. But anyway,
oh,
okay.
it sure does. Try being the one who answers the phone.
I know, so weird.
So
okay,
anyway, we've made it because we're officially talking to Wes on our freaking for half an hour.
Yeah,
at
we
least.
talked to him. Yeah,
almost. Yeah,
the three of us.
Maybe
not only
45 minutes. So then he says, feel free to bring anyone from your team.
Oh, he did say that.
Here's Rebecca. Here's Scott. Ding, ding, ding. Here's my lawyer.
Right.
Just so we're clear.
Right.
I don't know what we're about to talk about.
Can I just say something before you get further into the story?
Yes.
The way you handled this whole situation, this whole call, was fucking spectacular.
Oh, thanks, Scott.
Fucking spectacular.
Thank you.
I would have never been so just together. And like you thought things through before you I'm so compulsive, especially if I'm even though I don't, before you talked about him, I never knew who he was. So, but the fact that he is known or whatever, I start to get goofy and start to be like, ooh, and so I will answer right away like, hey, can you do this? Oh yeah, let's figure it out. Let's make it happen. And you're like, well, you know what? We're going to talk about it. We'll see what happens. And I'm like, God damn it. That's fucking brilliant. That's so good. So kudos to you for the way you took care of that.
Thank you. I was nervous about it until I then told myself, Erin, no one's gonna manhandle this conversation like you are. It doesn't matter what gets thrown at you right now. You are the one on the line with the most fake or confidence that you have this shit under wraps. It's completely fine. And it actually ended up being what I thought was a very nice call.
Oh, yeah.
And he had acknowledged that he had listened to the podcast, particularly the part where I had talked about the bad experience that I had with one of the staff members. And he was calling to apologize. And he said, that's not what I expect out of my team. That's not what I expect out of other people. I am sorry that was your experience, not to justify why it happened, but here's probably where that person's line of thinking was coming from. And I can appreciate that. I really can. I can appreciate the phone call. I can appreciate that people may do things that sometimes they get triggered and aren't expecting to do that. But it led me to ask what I thought was probably my favorite question of the entire phone call, which was, So how did you get on House of Villains? Because I'm having a hard time reconciling the person I'm hearing right now versus the person that apparently you are.
Is on a show called House
I don't
of
get
Villains.
it. I thought you were a douchebag, but you're coming across pretty
it's
nice
very
right now.
kind, very sweet, very
thoughtful.
Yes, professional.
Yeah.
Eloquent.
Yeah. And what he said was, that's a character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I play a character. Mm-hmm. And I still didn't fully buy that, honestly, because I've never been an actor. I know that's really surprising for people because
Yes, you were. You were dirty clothes.
Excuse me, I was dirty laundry in the play Cinderella. Thank you. I got swept right off the stage by Cinderella herself, wearing my big blue shirt with socks attached to me.
Did she audition to be Cinderella? Yes.
Oh, sure did.
Did she get dirty clothes?
All those CDs or those DVDs that are out in Thailand right now.
Oh, I wouldn't call that acting. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
yeah, that's more just,
reacting.
that's just making some cash.
Speaking of
What?
the story about your RA. Speaking of stories and being in potentially Thailand.
Yeah, that's for some bonus footage right there.
This is a perfect example of how I can throw out any 5 random words
That's
and
right.
you guys will connect it and come up with a story.
It's happened, done
Every
it, or
time.
will, or we've just willed it into the universe. Yeah, right. So anyway, that's the story about how we essentially got to talk to Wes, and it was a great conversation.
Well, I had asked, because I was curious. I'm like, Wes, how did you even come across our podcast?
Yeah. Right.
Which is how we discovered that Joe was doing some experimental posting and had posted that episode in a Reddit channel of a reality show that guy was on, like when we were in high school. Mm-hmm. And so that's when the comments and the people came out of the woodwork. And he said, my team alerted me to this. And I thought, that's so interesting.
And what did I do? Ding, ding, ding. We've made it, guys.
Right.
We've made it. We pissed somebody off enough that we got noticed by their freaking agent or something. And it was worth it to say it.
Right.
Right.
Right. And he did validate that we didn't say anything that wasn't true.
Yeah.
Because we didn't. And
of
we
course
wouldn't.
we wouldn't.
We wouldn't say anything that wasn't
never
true.
in a million years. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night.
Right.
Right?
Right. It was just our experience, and we were just telling about it. But I also find it interesting that the thread of comments was like, these girls are Midwestern. I get that a lot.
Those comments were too much for me. I can't even talk about it.
But people ask us all the time when we meet people, they're like, oh, are you from the Midwest? Apparently Rochester accent. I'm not from. We're not even from Rochester.
When I first started, when I first met Kelly, who's now my wife, and she said she's from New York, I was like, you sound like you're from Cleveland.
It's so funny.
So
I'm from downstate.
Speaking about the
Long
comments,
Island.
Long Island. Mm-hmm. Speaking about the comments, this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about navigating emotions online. Yeah. One of the comments was essentially, and I'm paraphrasing, I love how this girl claims to be all empathic on an empathy-related podcast, but is basically talking about how she doesn't have any empathy for the negative experience she had with this woman from the Blox. Right?
Somebody didn't listen.
That's exactly it, Scott. And this is what drives me freaking bonkers about humanity. 2 things. I feel the need to have to reach into the computer screen and pull the person very close to my face and say 2 things here, sir. Okay, number one.
Well, we don't even know because they have fake names. Like these aren't real profiles.
Right. Roper balls are 378.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Keep in mind. We have no idea the level of intelligence these people have. We don't know anything about them based on their username.
I gotta do improv. I gotta do freaking improv. That was it just came right out.
That's right.
It just came right out.
Now I don't think that would come out if you went to Bali.
No,
that's why.
No, this would be the podcast if I was at Bali.
Right. That's why I can't let you go.
Zen Master 69.
That's right.
Not 69, 70, Scott. 70.
96.
We don't do 69 anymore.
96.
That's also what we don't do in Bali.
Back to back.
Just peace. Just full peace. Just full peace. No yin to the yang. Yeah, so I want to pull this rubber Balzer 736 close to my face and say, number one, that's not at all what we talked about in the podcast. So maybe use those listening skills to listen to the whole show instead of only 22 seconds before you make a comment. And then number two, what is it about empathy and boundaries that makes you so uncomfortable? Because, and my final deductive statement here is, I think, and this has come sort of full bore from the beginning of our podcast to where we are now. I don't think you should be allowed to have empathy unless there's boundaries on it. Because I think it's highly irresponsible to have great degrees of empathy without also knowing where are your limits, where are the edges of what you're comfortable and not comfortable doing. So nothing that I said in that episode was at all inappropriate. I didn't like how I was treated. I removed myself from the situation and I wrote back a very clear message about what I did not like about what that other person did, right? It is okay to be empathic and to understand where that woman was coming from and to all of those things, and also to say that's not treatment that I'm going to handle. At the same time, when I talk about navigating emotions online, it's okay to decide I'm no longer going to engage with social media. I'm not going to re-engage my Instagram on my phone. I've decided that I'm going to put boundaries around when I'm on Facebook and not. I've heard of people removing their social media icons from their home screen so that it's harder for them to get to, or they can only go on it when they're at their computer. And I've always been confused about that because I've thought, well, why? Like, is your Facebook, or people will be like, taking a break from Facebook, right? I'm like, why? I don't really understand. I now really understand, as someone who's had some of my life consumed by this sort of online social presence. I also had one of my friends send me a message that said, I turn off all the comments for all of my posts, and people don't like that. But as far as I'm concerned, you don't get the ability to just spew hate in the comments just because you wanted to take the cowardly way out of having an opinion about something that no one cares about your opinion of. And I thought, wow, I never also would have thought to turn the comments off, because I would have thought that that was depriving someone from the ability to say what they had to say. But to your point, Scott, I can't tell you the number of people who only have social media for the sole purpose of trying to wreck other people's day, say mean things, say hateful things, be really nasty to other people. That's not a world I can even understand. But as we start to get a little bit more, known in this social space, it is so clear to me I will not have anything to do with the comments, with the reading of anything, even the positives associated with what we're doing, because it's not anything in my emotion that I want to carry or manage at all at any time.
And we are 42-year-old women feeling this way, but let's let the 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14-year-old have social media.
Navigate
It's a great idea.
Yeah,
it's really
to
great.
Try and navigate it, right?
Because, they're equipped. They're equipped to be able to handle it.
Or I'm monitoring it enough.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Please. That's a full-time job
You
to
know
monitor
who's monitoring
kids'
my
media.
social media? Scott. Scott's
Right.
now in charge. You have no feelings, Scott, when you manage the comments in the social media? You have no feelings whatsoever?
Of course I do.
Oh, you do? And you still do it anyway?
Yeah.
Give it to Joe. Tell Joe to do it. Give it to Joe.
When I was in radio, that was always the hardest thing for me to reconcile, was putting myself out there about something. And granted, I was on a small radio station and not the most popular in the area, but I was doing mornings, which puts me in the game, but sort of on the sidelines, but still in the game. And so if I would take a position on something, you'd get all the people saying, "Who the hell is this Fitz guy, and how is he relevant?" And it's like,
Always, comes with the territory.
So you are the judge of relevance.
That's
I see.
right. That's right.
And it was tough for me because I'm the same way, just like you. I don't want to see the comments. I don't want to hear what people have to say. Most of the time, it's because I'm afraid that I have not looked at all the angles and not thought of everyone's position. So I'm afraid that I'm going to alienate or hurt somebody whose point of view I didn't consider.
Yeah.
That's like
I
the
feel
main
that
reason.
I feel that way. And then I quickly go to, If that is the case, the place where we'll be having that conversation isn't in the comments of our YouTube channel.
Right. Back and forth
so
and back and forth and back and forth.
If
and you never
you'd
can...
like to have that conversation, maybe if you listen to enough episodes, you would know that I'm very open to that. I would love to have someone on the show that said, I just thought so differently about what you'd been talking about. And I'm wondering if I can share my point of view. Guest 101.
Yeah.
Happy to have that person on. Happy to navigate that conversation. But where we're not going to have that conversation is in the comments on YouTube. So,
Yep.
anyway,
No,
that's
thank
how
you.
you basically the answer to how you manage all of your emotions online is turn off the comments and then delete it from your phone. You're welcome.
Now, the next question is, should we post the transcript of our call?
Oh,
I mean,
I still think that we should have somebody act out. We should reenact the call with actors portraying the people involved.
it was good.
I like
it was a great
good.
call. It was a good call.
It was a good call.
The best part I thought was just the fact that you decided that nothing was going to change, and that it didn't need to change.
Yeah,
Because
God,
my
but
first
that's-
reaction was, okay, yeah, sure, yeah, you're nice about it, so we're going to do that for you. And then I realized, why?
You know what's
It was an
interesting?
honest reaction to a situation that happened. Why should we remove the fact that it happened just because that's not what they want people to know about?
And he had said many times in the call, and I'm a businessman. I'm a businessman, right? And I thought to myself, I'm also a businesswoman. And you seem disappointed that something got put out there that you weren't able to control the narrative of, and you didn't like how that sounded. I'm also hearing you say that that's bringing me views and thoughts and comments and is propelling my podcast to the next level. So interesting where that butts up against the businesswoman in me that says there's a unique opportunity here to have told the truth, to have had that spun in a certain way, not due to my own doing, and then to have the person who says, I don't really love how that's spun. Can you do something about it? And that's where I said, Scott, I'll take a moment and think about that, because this isn't in any relationship. Number one, I don't know this man from a hole in the ground, but in any relationship I have, your wants and needs are not greater than what my wants and needs are. But if I care enough about that relationship, I'll figure out a way that we can make both of those things work. And then I sat on it and I thought about it.
and reality is, at the end of the day, he got some really great information that if he doesn't want to be portrayed or his company portrayed in a certain way, then he can make the changes within his own company so that nobody else ever feels that way. And that I can empathize with
Sure.
all day long.
Absolutely.
And
Also, as a businesswoman, the people who work for me are an extension of my brand
that's right.
all day.
That's right.
And
So-
there was no malice on our part. It was
No!
just it was just
It was an odd
What happened?
situation.
Just honest.
it was just honest. This happened.
That's it.
And I think, especially your response, your email and everything, I think was 100% professional.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't get all Facebook comedy on it. You
No,
didn't
it
go
was-
like, well, screw you, and hashtag up yours, and all that kind of stuff.
No. No.
It had some bite to it. I'm going to own that email back had some bite to it.
Oh, well, and it-
intentionally.
and it should have, and it
because
should
I'm
have.
human, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't rude. I wasn't like, I was very specific and curt and clear, right? And to Wes's credit, he said nothing you said in that email was incorrect.
Or on the-
nothing
or on
you
the
said on the
podcast.
podcast was incorrect.
Right.
I believe that every single thing you said was accurate and makes perfect sense.
Therefore, he can make the
And-
changes that he's unhappy with in his own company. That's all.
Right.
And to me, that felt like a win.
Yeah.
Like, good for you for
Right?
actually learning something, because I guarantee you never would have heard about any of that. That girl didn't go say, "Oh, Wes, I just got this really nasty email from somebody that I rescinded my offer to. I just want you to be aware of it." She ain't gonna show him that.
Or maybe she did.
I doubt it.
And maybe the response was, oh, well, I can see where you would have done that, but don't do that in the future. Then it blows up on social media. And then it's, let's revisit that, right? Because we can see the power that words have, especially in this digital day and age where you can go a million different ways with it, you know?
The Reddit users, the one comment that I saw that I thought was funny was these, I don't remember, I'm paraphrasing obviously, but these two blonde chicks are just trying to glom on to the success of whatever to try to propel their own podcast. And I'm like, yeah, and that's what everyone does.
Sure.
And at least this time we're not trying to, I mean, look at it. The whole crux of it was, is reality show really reality? No.
Of course not.
He says he's playing a character. Thank you. You just proved our case. Check, please.
Check.
I know that I will sometimes feel happy. No, that's incorrect. That is not what this says at all.
Just making up words now?
I know that I will sometimes feel heavy and disappointed. I am allowed to have bad days.
That's right. That's right. I loved that.
Me too. Isn't empathy amazing?
Well, we're amazing. I don't know about all this empathy stuff.
That's fine. I accept you wherever you are.
Oh, God.
I love you.
I love you too.
And if you love us, please like and subscribe to More Love, the Power of Empathy podcast, wherever you get your podcasts.
See you next time.